question, raise your hand or give me the signal and stop me if you have a question at any time. All right. So let's get started. Hopefully you warmed up a little bit beforehand. We're going to do some of our what we call the 15 advanced techniques. Now you guys do the 15 basics, especially in the kids class a whole lot. We're always doing these. 5 blocks, 5 punches, 5 kicks. Okay? Am I big on the screen there? Can everybody see me? Give me a thumbs up if I'm the big one on the screen. Okay, good. All right. So here we go. So now we have 5 advanced blocks, 5 advanced open hand techniques, and 5 advanced kicks. We'll work on those. Let's get started. First one is the Mawashuke. Let's put our hand here. We'll do it first the regular way, and then we'll break them down. So 1, circle block, and then push out. The other hand comes on the bottom. 2, circle block, and push out. 3, wow, we're looking good there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's break it down like we did on Saturday. Let's put this in here, sweep past the face. 1, and then push out. 2, and 3. Now the other hand is here, come across, keep that motion circling, and then thrust forward. Here again. 1, 2, 3. Now put the 2 together. Stick to the one side. 1, Mawashuke or circle block. 2, Mawashi. 3. Good. Let's switch your feet. Let's try it on the other side now. Other hand's on the bottom. 1, sweep past the face, hook it down and over, and then thrust low. 2, 3. Feel like your feet are rooted to the floor, like the suction cups of an octopus. As you're blocking, if I'm not rooted to the floor, I'm going to push myself over as I do this. If I'm rooted to the floor, I can move it with power because I'm then using my waist, my tanden they call it in Okinawan Karate. In Chinese, they call it dantian. In Japanese, they call it tanden. Here we go. Let's try it. 1, 2, and 3. Now the top part, this hand here. 1, circle, and push. Again, 2, circle, and push. 3, circle, and push. Now let's put the 2 together. 1, circle, thrust out. 2, and 3. Excellent. Now we're going to alternate sides. So the way to remember this is the hand that starts on the bottom is the hand that finishes on the bottom. When this hand goes, it starts on the bottom, and that's the one that finishes on the bottom. Let's try it. Here we go. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ruk, shich, hach, Q, breathe in, breathe out. Ju, breathe in, breathe out. Excellent, and shake it out. Very good. That's called Mawashuke. That's the first advanced block. Now the first advanced strike is a Shuto. So we're going to stick with just one side. Now if you notice the form for the Shuto, the elbow's up high as you rotate the body to make the strike. Notice how my wrist is straight. Some people, you'll see them Shuto like this, and let's just say other styles of martial arts, and that's incorrect. If I were to hit something hard with that, I'd break my wrist. But this way, I can hit with power. Okay, so let's try it. This hand is up. 1, 2, 3, Shuto uchi. 4, the knife hand strike. 5. Now, if you notice, in order for this side to come forward, this side has to rotate back. So think of the joints. This shoulder forward, this one back. This elbow forward, this one back. This wrist forward, this one back. The right hip, the left one back. So make sure that your body is rotating to generate power. Otherwise, you're just hitting with the arm, and you want to be able to strike with your optimum power using the whole body. Let's try it. Ich, ni, san, knife hand strike. Shi, go, hey, and other side now. So that strike would go to the face, the nose, the temple, the neck into the clavicle here, behind the head. You can Shuto back into the groin if somebody grabs you from behind. Let's try it on this side. Chamber the hand up high. Hitch. Remember, rotate the waist. Knee, rotate the body. San, finish at about center. Shi, just past center like that. Go. Good. Now we're going to alternate sides. Itch, one side. Knee, other side. San. Shi, this is called hikite. Hiki means to pull, so this is a pullback hand. Hikite. San, the chamber fist. Shi, go. Ro. Shich. Hach. Ku. Chill. Excellent. The chamber fist allows you to rotate. It also sets you up for the next movement, which could be a strike or a secondary block, whatever it could be. So this is a good position to the hand that teaches you also the fundamentals and how to rotate your body. All right, next one is the round kick. So from here, we're gonna have this leg back. When we do the round kick, it's a lot like stepping over a bicycle. It's hard to sometimes control it, especially for beginners, to come around and then come back. We're going to do the round kick and step forward and shuffle back. So you think about advancing forward, advancing forward. Here we go. Let's try it. Only with the knee now. 1, rotate, come around, down, and shuffle back. Now the other side. 2, come around, down, and back. 3, good. 4, 5, you want to come around over like this. 6, make sure you pivot your support foot. 7, pivot the support foot to open the hip joint. 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we want to make sure that we're coming around to hit. Come around to impact like that. What some people do is they just lift it up, and it's more of a lift. Instead of impacting, that would just be the lift. There's no impact to it. I need to swish it around this way, boom, to impact, okay? I'm not hitting the window, don't kick windows. I'm hitting the frame on the side. Okay, let's add on the leg. So this is gonna be a whipping action now. So after that knee comes around, the leg comes out. The other thing we don't wanna do is, if you see my center line of my body, is when my knee gets onto the center line, I kick out the foot. Then there's no reason to rotate. You might as well just flick the leg out. It's a very weak kick. So what you wanna do is you wanna come around and let that leg start to extend just before the center line, so it's like swinging a baseball bat. Okay, let's try it. Keep the kick low if you need to. 1, round kick, down, shuffle. Other side. 2, round kick, down, shuffle. 3, round kick, down, shuffle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now notice how we switch the guard. When this hip comes forward, this elbow naturally comes forward, kind of like this. So you 1 foot forward, the arm switches the guard. What I don't want to do is round kick, and I lay in closer to the opponent, my face is open. So you want to make sure that you switch your guard, keeping the elbows close to the body as you do that. Couple more. 8. My hand is here. I'm ready to counter now as I move in. 9. 10. Excellent. And before you practice that, you can add on a punch. You can add on from here a block punch. You can do everything that we just did. Awashi, Shuto, round kick. You can put them together in a combination like that. Okay, very good. Moving along. Here we go. Next one now is Hiki Uke. Uke is a block. Hiki is the pull. So this would be the pulling block. So let's try it. Let's put one. Let's do it the correct form first. 1, Hiki Uke. 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice my elbows out. I connect with the attack, and I redirect it downward along this path. So I pull the punch this way. I pull the punch this way. Here we go. Ich, ni, san, chi, go. Let's break it down. This hand goes here. Sweep past the face, hook it outward, simulating you're grabbing with the fingertips, and then pulling in. Elbow is in close to protect the ribs. Let's try. Ich, hook. Knee, circular, beautiful circular motion. San, chi, using the waist, bend your knees, stay low, go. And from here, pull this hand back now. Ich, knee, san, chi, go. Notice how the thumb remains in. This is a A prominent feature of Okinawan karate is that the thumb is pulled in to make the hand stronger. Okay, now let's try with the other side. One hand first. Ich, hikiyuke. Ni, pulling block. San or kakiyuke. Shi, go. Adding the other hand. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Excellent. Now we're going to alternate sides. I'm going to stand in heikodachi, feet parallel stance. Ich, hikiyuke. Ni, san, shi. Now, one thing you want to remember in all these blocks that your hand comes under the elbow and then outside the arm. Under the elbow and then outside the arm. Here we go. Ich, few more. Ni, san, shi, go. Let's add the footwork now. Ich, block and move. Ni, block and move. San, shi, go. Now let's add on a strike. Ich, block, strike. Ni, block, strike. San, shi, go. Now when you move, try that where it's block, strike, same time. As you're pulling this hand down, remember before how we had that chamber fist, how we pulled back as we did our technique. Same thing, as this hand is pulling, this hand should be striking. That way it's a one motion rather than 1, 2. That's fine to break it down for basics. But in fighting, while their arm is extended, while they're pulling it out, you want to be grabbing that and punching at the same time. So let's add that in. 1, block and punch. 2, hikiyuke, block and punch. 3, block, punch. 4, get that synchronized. Boom. 5, block, punch, like that. 6, block, punch. 7, 8, 9. That one I messed up. That was a 1, 2. 10, block, punch. So same time. Same time. So you can even just practice that. And every time you do this chamber hand, don't get bored of it. Think of that pullback. Think of pulling the hand back while punching. Now, beginners, it's hard for them to get that coordination to open and close their hand. But if you're more advanced, you could think, instead of just punching with both hands closed, think about pulling and punch, pull and punch that way. Boom, boom, boom. And you can practice that at home to get that coordination. Okay, next one. Here we go. Let's block. So we did a block punch. Now from here, check. So imagine that they're punching. You blocked it. You want to hit this arm down to open the sky window here, the face. You can strike. So we block, punch, check, and this hand comes over now to punch. We don't want to come here because that's where their arm is. We're going to go on top because this is all empty now. We can strike to their face. Let's try it. Block, check, punch. Other side. Block, punch, check and punch. 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 Now notice when I'm making it more advanced, I can use any hand form. Boom, boom. I'm using a one knuckle here rather than a fist. Also, when I'm doing this, notice I don't have to pull it back all the way to here. I can go block and hit, block and hit. My motions can work right over here too and generate the same amount of power. So that's, again, another more advanced way of practicing. Is in the beginning, your techniques are large, so you get them the fundamentals down, that feeling. But then afterwards, for fighting, you want it to be as short as possible. Boom. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Block, punch, check and punch. Other side. Block, punch, check and punch. Right? Block, punch, check and punch. Right? Block, strike, you use a palm. Check and strike, you use a palm. From here, block, strike. Now check. This time, shuto. Do your shuto, quick chop to the neck, to the throat. Let's try it. Block, strike, check, and chop. Block, strike, check, and chop. Now from here, block and chop, check and strike. Got it? Block and chop, check and strike. Now from here, block and chop, and chop. Other side, block and chop, check and chop. So you see, once you get the fundamentals down, whether it's in your kata or the drills, you want to take them to that next level of a more advanced way of practicing. Okay, back to the hikiyuke. This is where it all came from, this fundamental movement. Ich, back to our basics. Ni, san, shi, go. Don't forget to using the fingertips for striking the eyes and throat. Okay, so now the next one is going to be the palm heel strike, which we did earlier. So let's try that. Thrusting to the face, ich, palm heel. Ni, palm heel. San, chi, go. Now again, work this action of one side coming forward, other side returning back. Here we go. Think of this pull back hand. Ich, pull and thrust. Ni, pull and thrust. San, pull, thrust. Chi, go. Hey. Excellent. Now when you're striking to the palm, if you see me hit the window here, I'll go on this side. Notice this is comfortable. I can lean on the wall like this, right? If I do this though, that flexion of the wrist can break the wrist, especially if I thrust it in fast. So if you notice, when I go high, the hand's going to be here. Middle, the hand can be sideways. Low, the hand will be upside down. And that takes that pressure off the wrist. So same thing, I could block and strike the groin. I can block and strike the face. I can block and hit the body. So you've seen that before. Look, at the end of our katas, 1, 2, 3. It teaches you that at the end of each one of our katas. That's why that circle is so important at the end. It teaches you how to block, protecting this area. It teaches you how to strike this area as well and how to block it. All right, here we go. So we're doing palm strike and ich, palm, ni, san, chi, go. Now, in the katas, your hand is flexed the whole time for what they call muscle tendon changes or for conditioning to make this stronger. However, when you do it for practice, let it come out straight, and then it's going to flex only at the end. That way it's relaxed so it can move faster, and then on impact is when it hits. So let's try it like that. Ready? 1, 2, straight, flex on impact. 3, and a little upward action like that also. 4, 5, and then focus it for a split second. This is strong because this foot in the back is strong. They have to be equal. Otherwise, when I hit something, I'll be knocked back. Here, if I hit something, okay, that's solid. Here we go. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, chill. Okay, very good. Shake it out. The last kick we're going to do tonight. So out of the 5 advanced techniques, 5 blocks, 5 punches, 5 kicks, and 15 advanced techniques, we're only doing the first 2 tonight. We're going to do the side kick now. When I do a side kick, whatever level I lift my knee at, I want my foot to go at either that same level over the kitchen table there, right, or lower. What you don't want to do is try and take this and go higher with it where you hurt your hip or your knee joint. So let's try that. We're going to go directly to our side. Lift up, kick, refold, and then down. 5 times. Ich, pause, split second, focus the kick. Ni, san, chi, go. Excellent. Notice when I do that, my hips are on this plane. Brought in my stick so you can see. But when I kick, my 2 hips are at this plane. So when I lift up, if I keep my hips straight like this, I can't lift that up too high. But when I lift this up, see the angle? Then I'm able to get that kick up higher more effectively. So make sure that you pivot your support foot. And that allows you to open the hips, or to this side, open the hips. Let's try it now to the other side. Yokugeri, the side kick. Hands are up. Ich, lift up, kick to the side, open, refold it, and back. Ich, ni, san, chi, 3, 2, 1, make sure you focus it. Go. Excellent. Very good. So let's review. You know, if we're not at the dojo learning a bunch of techniques, you can train more mentally at home. Go to our website, TheDOJO.org, under the curriculum tab, look up the adult curriculum. You'll see these 15 advanced techniques. Try and memorize the order, especially if you're a brown belt or a black belt where you might be teaching it to some underclassmen. You're going to want to know the correct order to teach them in. So it's a great practice for at home right now. Let's review. Mwashuke. Follow me. Ich, ni, san, chi, Now from here, Hikyuke, ich, ni, san, that's block number 2. Shi, go, excellent. Now from here, the shuto, ich, ni, san, shi, go, and rok. And from here, taisho, uchi, this way. Palm heel strike, or shote uchi. Ready? Ich, shote ski. Ni, san, shi, go, rok. Good. Now, mawashigeri, or furugeri, the roundhouse kick. Ich, down, shuffle. Ni, san, shi, go, ro. Excellent. Now, yokugeri, the side kick. Ich, ni, san. Switch feet. Ich, ni, san. And you'll give yourselves a hand. Great job. Nicely done. Those are the first 2 blocks, the first 2 strikes, and the first 2 kicks of the 15 advanced techniques. Okay, let's get started with Saifa Kata. Before we begin with Saifa Kata, I'm going to unmute everybody actually and see if anyone has, I think they're all unmuted there. Any questions on those techniques?
I don't know how to do this. I forgot that.
Excellent. Well, good thing you're here tonight because you're going to learn. So enjoy yourself trying.
Okay.
Any other questions, comments, concerns, suggestions?
I have a question.
Yes.
That was in the middle of hard and easy.
In the middle of hard and easy?
Yes.
Excellent.
So it was both.
So one of the lessons we taught today was the pine cone theory. And the pine cone theory is that there's certain species of pine cones that only open up to let a new seed fall out, only when they're under intense heat and pressure, such as a forest fire. So the pine cone theory is just like it takes the pine cone to be under intense heat and pressure so it can grow. Same thing with us. Only when we're challenged, when we're put under that metaphorical intense heat and pressure, that's when we can grow. So the pine cone theory is to challenge yourself so you develop and grow. Good. Okay, one thing, excellent, Kim. One thing I want to point out there, when you guys are doing this block, this is called scooping. See how the hand comes, let me fix the screen here. See how the hand comes a little bit of a dip and then it kind of comes up? Make sure this comes right across, come right across. All of your blocks, Mwashuke, Ikiuke, Chudan Uchiuke, right? Make sure that they all come from the center, right from this chamber fist position. If the attack is coming in, right, and I go down before I come up, it's not economy of motion, it's not efficient. But if the attack is coming in, I'm able to block it, coming directly to it, that's going to be more economy of motion, more effective, more efficient. Okay, let's begin with Saifa Kata. Here we go. So, we'll bow. Saifa. Let's walk through the kata first. Follow along. And doing good on time. Here we go. Step, slide, pull, and then sit. Step, slide, pull, sit. Step. I'm doing it opposite side, so follow me in the mirror image. Now from here, we go to the side. Knee kick, front kick. Now other side. Knee kick, front kick, double punch, smash. This hand makes the smash. We're going to turn, open hand block. That's the hikyuke. Double punch, and then smash. Over the top, hammer fist. Pull in, uppercut. Over the top, hammer fist. Watch out for the lamp. Uppercut. I step forward, I punch to the upper level. Step forward, turn, bridge hand, haituchi. And then I circle and push out. Toribuchi, tiger's mouth. Okay, very good. So now we're just going to do the stances only. Again, I'm doing it opposite side, so you can kind of follow along, like I'm your mirror. Here we go. Just the footwork. Saifa. Step out. Deep front stance. Step up, and then step back, shikodachi. Step out, step up, step back, shikodachi. One more time. Out, up, and then down. Now from here, go to the side, the crane stance, knee kick, front kick, other side, knee kick, front kick, step back to a front stance. Turn, step across. Sweep and stomp the foot, sweep and stomp the foot. Step in with your left foot, step forward, turn, and sit down in your stance. Back to Musubidachi. Okay, good. Now just the hand techniques on the opposite side, I'll do them on. You do them on the regular natural side. So here we go. Catch on, come up, pull across, lock and punch. Other side, catch, pull across, lock and punch. One more time, catch, pull across, lock and punch. Go to the side, 1, 2, other side, lift, pull back, double punch, and then smash. And from here now, hikyuke, block, double punch, and smash. Hammer fist over the top. Nope, should be this side, right? And then other side, hammer fist, pull in. From here, punch, and then from here, bridge hand. I think halfway through, I started doing the regular side. So let's try that again. Saifa, ready, step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be this way. Height, 1, block, punch, smash. From here, hammer fist, punch, and I think that time I switched it to the opposite side. Okay, pretty good. And good job. Give yourselves a hand. So now, here's what I want you guys to think about. In Saifa Kata, remember that there's, I'll get down here so you can see easy. There's what's called Tai Sabaki. Tai Sabaki is being able to move quickly from one position to the next. In the movie The Karate Kid, he said the best block is not to be there when it happens. For instance, if I'm being punched, I could stand here and muscle it to the side, or I could just step offline and let it go on by. Just like a bullfighter. He's going to step behind himself and let the animal drive in alongside him. So let's practice that first move, the Tai Sabaki. So from here, let's step out. 1. Step out 45 degrees to the other side. 2. Now, if you look at that, if the attack is coming straight in and I step out, see how I block it, I get off that attack line. When we do that, we're going to move in with a strike down here. So imagine somebody's coming in with a punch, and you're going to step, sidestep, and punch them back. So again, it would look like this. Here's the attack. I would block and then punch under. See how the attack is now going next to my head. Okay, so let's try dodging and striking. Here we go. Fighting stance. I have this foot back. I'm just going to go this side. 1, 2, block and strike. 3, 4, 5. Now, since I'm blocking high, I'm going to strike low. This time, I'm going to block low, but strike high. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodge. Now, switch feet. We're going to the other side. 1, block and strike. 2, block and strike. 3, 4, dodge and hit. 5, dodge and hit. Now from here, we're going to block low and strike high. 1, block and hit. 2, block and hit. 3, step off line. 4, 5. Hey, good job. Now switch your feet again. Now from here, I want you to think of block and striking up into the groin. Here we go. 1, block and strike. 2, block and strike. 3. Now this could be a palm heel. It could be the ridge hand. At the end of the kata, we do the ridge hand, but it can also come up this way. Ready? 4, block and strike. 5, block and strike. Switch feet, other side. 1, dodge and hit. 2, just like Saifa Kata. 3, 4, 5. Okay, good job. Now let's take the first step of the kata. Follow me. Saifa. Step, slide, pull, sit. Now, we're on this attack line. Feel what we just did as we step off that line. Step off 45 degrees, and that's the Tai Sabaki. And one more time, step out, dodge, and back. Very good. Now, for that first step, another Tai Sabaki exercise would be the boxer's weave, how you bob and weave. So let's try that. 1 foot forward, roll to one side. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now you can hang up a string and kind of roll underneath it, keeping your back straight. Try not to do this, but lower the hips, the shoulders, and roll underneath. Just like in a kata, how you get that low feeling. So let's try it. Here we go. 10 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet, other side. Again, Tai Sabaki, we're bobbing and weaving. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll under. 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, we have this side forward for Hayden 2. Hayden's a lefty, so he fights southpaw like I do. We're going to start with the left side back. It's a lefty's world tonight. Here we go. We're going to roll underneath. Go. Roll 1, punch to the body. Come back 2, hook to the head. And back again. Ready? 1. Roll under their punch and hit them low. 2. Come back and hit them high. And again. Go. Hey. 1, 2. Get that to flow. Go. Hey. Duck. 1, 2. Imagine the opponent's throwing the hook punch. We're rolling underneath. Punch them low. And then come back. Punch them to the ribs or to the face, depending on their height. One more time. Go. Roll. Hit. And hit. Let's switch feet. Other side. 1. Roll underneath and hit. Come back with your punch. And again. 2. Height roll. 1, 2. 3. Height roll. 1, 2. One more time. As I'm dodging, I'm hitting. And I come back and I can hit with an elbow, either the body or the head, or hook with a hook punch to low or to the head. Okay, very good. Once again, Saifa Kata. Ready? Step. Slide, pull, sit. So think of that bob and weave now. Slide, pull, sit. One more time. Slide, pull, and sit. Excellent.